It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It's by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Hello, Planet Flipside. Good morning. Welcome to the Coffeehouse. I'm Vixen Littlepaw. I hope you're ready for today. I'm kind of ready for today. Working on it. First up is the Straight Savage Mouse.
That's me. I made it. I was almost late.
I know. Actually, it's like showtime. And Sherry and I were talking. I'm like, it can't be showtime. Mel's not in the green room yet. I was so confused. So, yeah, it was funny.
I was like, 10 o'clock, go.
Next up is Cherry Bump Up.
What's up, fuckers?
Morning.
Yeah, it's morning.
I need a nap.
Me too.
I did pretty decent last night. Like, I went to sleep about 3 o'clock in the morning, your guys' time, and got up at like 8:45, your guys' time. What up, Dane? So, like, I didn't do too bad, but I definitely need a nap today.
Hubby tried to wake me up this morning, and he used my legal name.
Oh!
And I didn't wake up. And he goes, Vixie! And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, you called me Vixie. It's morning. That's not normal. He's like, I tried before and it didn't work. I said, well, maybe it's because I was like the other name in the dream.
Yeah.
So but Vixie had to wake up.
Justin was
like,
to do that.
That's kind of like a good start to a D&D campaign.
If Justin was to use my legal name to try to wake me up, he'd probably get shot. Like, there's a 357 and a 22 right next to my bed. Don't fucking be like that. Somebody's getting shot today. You were up at 7:30? No, I was asleep. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was up like 7:30ish. 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised you weren't here right away. I was like, oh.
I got sucked into something and lost track of time.
That's okay. I was playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, because I went to go get the Switch because I was like, I need to charge it because the boys, I was having the teenager teach his dad how to play Minecraft last night.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked out there, he had it on the charger, but like he took it off, and I was like, all right, fine, no big deal. I'll charge it tomorrow. He didn't sign me out of fucking Minecraft.
Oh.
It's not a big deal. They were playing on Justin's world, and it was in survival, which I found hilarious because they kept fucking dying. But
Justin's world.
Oh, they weren't on peaceful.
No, they wanted to see. Justin wanted to see what survival mode was going to be like. He wanted to know if he could survive. So of course I cheated and I loaded him up on everything netherite, and I was like, "Bam, you're good. Go die a whole lot."
I'm very close.
but
Yeah, you are.
His
You're
house
closer
got
than usual.
exploded to the point where it was like exploded 2 or 3 times and all of his shit just disappeared. So I was like, well, you can always go back to creative and load yourself back up. He, however, did in creative bust through the bedrock and found the bottom of the game. He fell through.
It's like the only place you really can do it.
Right. I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to tell you to get back up there. I'm not,
You can't.
I said, dude, this is what happens. I break shit. I take it to Vixie. She makes shit out of it. Done. End of story. That's my Minecraft experience.
Okay. Dane, just so you know, I did, there is a portal. I built a portal. I was in the nether. I think, oh no, you died once already.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
But I got stuck in the ceiling. For some reason, the portal is like in the ceiling, and I'm trying to make a way down into the reality of the nether. So I'm working on it. But we have lots of netherrack. Netherite, on the other hand, is harder to find. So
I completely know everything you're saying.
Mel has no idea what we're talking about, but she can smile and look pretty better than anybody I know. So
what's up? Sorry, I was saying bye to the trucker.
I can smile.
You're beautiful.
Hey, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky. How you doing,
Vicky.
sweetheart? I miss you. It's been a hot minute.
Good morning, polite.
So, Cherry, I waited like 5 hours to say this. So basically, you do the mining and Vixie does the crafting. Okay, I got it out of my system.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
That's exactly how we do
I might have
it.
exaggerated the time.
That's how we
frame a little
Minecraft.
bit.
No, that's legitimately how it happens. I go mining and Vixie goes and does whatever Vixie does, and then I bring her whatever I mine and she crafts out of it. So yeah, that's exactly how we play. Like, and it doesn't matter if it's in the big server or Vixie server.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I need to get information from Vixie about how to, like, the payment part, like how to do the things for to buy a server, because when we give the kid, when I get my big switch and he gets mine,
when
you're gonna have a family one.
Yeah, we're gonna start a server so all of us can play together.
It's $8 a month. Just put start realm.
Oh, okay.
Have you been, Vicky?
That's all you have to do.
Okay, I'm not super worried about the whole $8 a month, really.
Yeah. If it's only 2 people, it's 4. But if it's more than 2 people, it's 8.
We got somebody knocking on the door, lady. No, it's
knocking on Planet Flipside door.
It's a polite. It's a polite.
Yay, polite.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Assassin.
Yes, you have an interview today? That's amazing.
That's great.
Oh, awesome. Good luck. Break a leg. Whichever one works for you.
Don't break
some
it too
people
hard.
get
It might
weirded
hurt.
when you tell them good luck, you know.
Well,
Like,
some people
"Don't
get
do
really
it."
strange when you tell them to break a leg because they don't realize it's an old Broadway thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I'm fidgeting with this today.
Oh,
Just
it's a button.
So if you hear anything tap, that's what it is, and just say, put the star down. It was on one of my pockets for one of my, I have these outfits that I actually made for my character Lollipop, and this was one of the buttons. It's a button. And it was a button on her pocket, but I had to take the pockets off because they're driving me nuts. This is the other button.
I don't know, Dane. I don't know anything about that. I love that.
Yeah.
I was explaining to Trish last night because we were talking
buttons.
about I was talking about how you take all the stuff that you've gotten from Kendra and you throw it into your OCs, and how you're doing the same thing with the necklace that you got from her. And she was like, "Oh, that's awesome." I was like, "Yeah." I was explaining how Kendra repurposes things, and she puts, you use all your stuff for your OCs, all the jewelry that you've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "That's a really good idea, but I won't show my face on TikTok." I'm like, "That's fine. You don't have to." But what I'm saying is most of the time when we buy something from somebody that we advertise on the show for, we use it in our OCs so it gets more exposure. She's
right.
like,
And I tag them. I will tag them in all my Instagram, and I usually tag them in the TikToks too, if I remember.
Right.
Or if they have a TikTok. I didn't.
She does. She does.
Okay. I might need you to send me her profile.
Okay.
Because I don't think I have it. Realms. Okay. the thing about friends only, we're talking about Minecraft, just so y'all know. The thing about friends only, Dane, is if you do friends only, it is free, but you have to be on for everyone else to be on.
Right.
Once you go off, you can't be on anymore. Realms, they can go in any time they want.
Well, and the reason
That's
why
the
I'm
big
gonna
difference.
the reason why I want to do a server is because there's gonna be times where Justin plays that I'm not gonna be able to, but the kid's gonna be able to play, and the only way for all of us to do it right now is when Justin's home and we're all on the same Wi-Fi. So
Now it used to be like $5 and as many people as you want to play on it. Not anymore. They changed it.
They
little
changed it to
fuckers.
12.
Okay, no, actually, it's for $3 a month. You can have 2 people play on your realm.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
For $7 a month, 10 people can play in your realm at a time. You can, as many people can go in as you want. Like we can have 40 people signed up to go in.
They just can't all be there at one time.
They just can't be there at the same time.
Right.
You can only have 10. Which again is really, I think they were having server problems because I know we ran into that more than once where we all look like Steve.
Yeah.
So that's probably why, but they could do like another couple stages for more money or something.
Well, and the kid was
And
funny
get
when
more
he got on
servers.
yesterday because I just had him play on mine and he was like, how did you get these clothes? Because he hasn't played in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I picked them when I made my character. He was like, oh, okay. But it was just so funny because he was like, Dad, you got to come over here. Where's over here? Right here, over here. I'm like,
oh,
don't
don't
do
listen
that
to me, drive me
shit.
crazy.
Oh, it was so fucking crick. And then all of a sudden you would just hear the kid like giggle. And I'm like, why are you laughing? Because Dad's about to fall in lava.
Help him.
Like, just grab all of his shit when he dies and give it back to him. And Justin's like, well, how does he do that? I was like, don't worry about it. He knows how to do it. He'll show you how to do it. And of course, the kid's like, Dad, come on. We're going to go do this. Dad, come on. Let's go mining. Let's do this. Let's do that. And he's like, well, how do I do any of this? He's like, oh, Jesus, I'll show you. Because anytime Justin has a question,
tutorial.
I'm like, you have YouTube and Google. And he's like, but you're right here. I'm like, I know how to mine. I can show you how to break shit.
You can always come on the
like
server
100% of the
too.
game.
Well, and the problem being with that is, and I have to invite him to yours. The problem being with that is because of his time constraints, he doesn't get to play all that often. So his learning curve is going to take a lot longer than pretty much everybody else because he's on limited time.
Yeah,
and I told him it wasn't a big deal. Like, he made his own house and it was fucking amazing. I made his stairs for him because he couldn't figure out how to put them in right.
Stairs are a pain.
They are, because if you don't hit them at a certain angle, they're upside down.
Or sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have boulder skin. Don't get sucked into 2T2B videos. Oh, on YouTube. Blech, whatever. I don't understand.
I've got our theme song stuck in my head.
Me too.
Which one? Do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Monday.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Well, and the kid was like, oh, and you can do this and you can do that and you can enchant this. And I was like, you're speaking geek to me and I don't understand it.
I just got damages and
woo!
Coffee.
Oh, good morning, Duncan. I have the keto flu.
oh my god, that smells good.
I can't today with the sugar.
I
I've
can
already
just sit
done
here and
enough.
smell it. It's just black coffee, guys, so don't get all
Right.
excited. I love these. These are new.
The thought of sugar at this point is just for me right now.
It's a little thing so it don't spill.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing those before. So, polite. Guess what I did yesterday?
What?
I survived 21 days.
Wow.
I actually survived until it started snowing, and then penguins killed me.
No.
They came out of the water. There was like 15 of them. They slid up. They jumped out of the water and slid on their bellies onto the land and ate my face.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like,
Fucking
oh, wow. But I was pretty excited. I'm like, 21 freaking days.
That's awesome.
And we're gonna get Cherry on there soon.
Yep.
And we got Jelly Bean on there the other night.
Dane is fixing some shit on the laptop for me, and then they're gonna send that to me, and then none of my housework is ever gonna get done again. Marianne. Yes, and by the way, Muriel, we did get your message in Discord. And we know that you're not gonna be here with us tonight, but we're gonna be with you, and you're gonna be with us, so that's okay. There's always the next time.
Yeah, we get to do stuff again and again and again.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys did not catch last night's show, go rewatch because it was a good fucking show. Bonna actually messaged me afterwards. Let me pull it up really quick. Go through the nine.
She was fun.
Yeah.
She followed me on TikTok before I was even done running the credits.
She says, yeah, it was super duper fabulous. Y'all are so fun. I said, we actually kept on track more than normal. Laugh out loud. We get on and aim to have fun. She's like, that's perfect. Yeah, I loved it. I said, just like Vixie said, you're welcome back anytime. Just let us know. We'll throw you up on the table and we'll link you the app. And she was like, thanks. I said, I was super excited when you first said yeah, and you were gonna do it. And then I was like, fuck yeah. And then I pouted a little bit. Like every show or every couple of shows, Vixie says, hey, Cherry, who do we got next Saturday? And I'd get all excited and I'd hype you up. And then you got sick and you couldn't come. I was like, and I mean, we're not a big channel, but like, I thought that you would be a really good fit with us. And I'm glad that it worked out. She said, oh my God, I'm so happy to do it. Yeah, sorry about rescheduling. We got some email wires crossed, but I'm glad it all worked out. And that's the thing is I thoroughly enjoyed her being here last night.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Hi, Cece.
Hi, Claire.
Yeah, and everyone should check it out. If you didn't get to see the first one, go watch the rerun because we had a blast. And hubby did tweet my story about Neil Gaiman, and he did tag Neil Gaiman, so he's under the impression that Neil Gaiman needs to come on our show.
I mean,
which would be cool.
Yeah. You're just lonely.
But he's very shy, so I'm not holding my breath.
Tell him he doesn't have to come on screen. It's fine. We can do just where he does his voiceover. It's fine.
We've had people do that.
Yeah.
We have.
Now I'm hungry, but my stomach's like, fuck you. Because I already ate a donut. No, that's... Honey, how many times have I gotten on here just like...
Hubby's like, I need to go get food. I'm like, okay, get me some food. Because I am so hungry. I took my pills without food. And now my tummy hurts.
No, I just overdid it this weekend because Friday, as soon as the game was over, as soon as we got done filming Friday, I walked up to the high school and the football game was over. So we grabbed the kid and we went to IHOP and I overdid it at IHOP. And then yesterday,
I can overdo it at IHOP really easy.
It was, as soon as we got to town, I was like, I need caffeine. So of course my dumbass got soda, which, you know, bad idea on keto. And then it was, we got pizza for dinner. And of course I overdid that. I only had 2 pieces, but I got 3 pizzas. Now the kids got pizza for, it'll probably be a day, for but days. Like, right.
Oh, wow.
And then we had the donuts yesterday too. Like I probably had 4 donuts in the last day. I got on the scale today. I was like, fuck my life. Most of it's going to be gone in the next couple of days because I'm guaranteeing you half of it at least is just water weight from the salt content.
That's what I said.
But like, I was like, fuck, man. I went from 147 to 153 that quick. Fuck around. Like, no joke. I was pissed. But, you know.
Water weight can get you real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Like within 24 hours.
Well, this was also after almost a gallon of soda in 2 days. And the amount of sugar that was just being poured down my gullet.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need some chicken tacos in my life because those are about the healthiest thing that I eat. We love you too, Muriel.
Have a great day, honey. Or at least
Yours
have
is
a
like
good
that
day.
every morning. Oh
Yeah.
God, my stomach. Yeah. And of course, as soon as I got up this morning, Justin was like, "There's a donut in there," and I was like, "Well, he hasn't left yet, so I don't actually have to start ketoing yet." But now he's gone, so I have to keto. It's okay. I'll get there. I'm getting there. It's not a big deal. And I started the pig last night, my order for the pig. So we have a head and eyeballs.
Oh. That's so freaking cute.
It'll get done this week. It'll probably be done by Monday night. So, but I'm just like, bleh.
I'm really frustrated because the thing I want to work on, I need a specific color that is almost non-existent, and I found one, but it's like $15 for. But there you get a lot, but that's a lot. A normal bag is like $7.
But because it's
color?
a specific color,
Maroon.
Mm.
There's like
Yeah.
one shade of red that everybody sells, and it's just red. But
Yeah.
maroon.
Fire hydrant.
Eh.
I call that cherry.
It's a cherry. I always thought of cherry as
Candy
like
apple.
deeper.
Well, there's different shades of cherries, obviously, but
Mhm.
it's just funny because when people when they associate red, I automatically associate like stereotypical maraschino cherries.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
great.
Gracie loves those.
Oh, I love maraschinos just because they're sweet, and I like
You didn't hear Vixie's maraschino cherry story?
no,
Oh, you don't want to. If you like maraschinos, you don't want to know.
they're not
I
my
worked in a
favorite.
cherry
I'm favorite.
factory.
I
I
like
know how they
Bing's-
make them.
I like Bing cherries, but that's another.
I like Rainers.
I like
And
cherry
Rainers
pie.
don't stain you. Like the rest of them do. Now, if I'm making cherry juice, I like tart cherry.
Mm.
Those are yummy. But yeah, if you ever want to know how maraschino cherries are made, I will tell you. But I will probably tell you offline. And I will ask you.
I probably don't want to know, honestly.
don't.
I
If
waited
you wanna
like
keep
2
eating
years
them.
for that story.
Yeah.
If it's bad,
did.
don't do it.
I'm good.
It's gross.
I don't like cherries by themselves, but yeah, see, if you put like a container of cherry pie filling in front of me, it's
Cherry
done.
pie filling on pancakes is a treat for me.
Yes. I'll eat it straight out the can.
Well, I try not to. I know we have a thing of cherry pie filling in the kitchen.
What is this?
They're also really good on ice cream. Cherry pie filling.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
always
I
thought you
know.
had to bake the pie filling. I think my mom told me. She was like, you can't eat that. It has to be baked
She just
first.
didn't want you to.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
exactly
want you
what
to.
happened.
Yeah.
See, and
I would have too.
the household I grew up in, my mom didn't bake very often. So, like, cheesecake, apple pie, and cherry pie were all. We bought the pie crusts and we bought the pie filling and we just stuck them together, and it was the no bake cheesecake. So, like, I don't get me wrong. Hi, Kira. I like real
Hi, Kira.
cheesecake, but not as much as I like the no bake cheesecake.
Mike, we used to make that homemade,
Mm-hmm.
the no bake, like the homemade recipe
Yeah.
before all the different stuff came out. And my grandmother, my great grandmother, actually, so first you take evaporated milk and you whip it almost like into whipping cream with some sugar. Same concept, except you're using evaporated milk. Well, we didn't have any evaporated milk, so we used Cool Whip instead.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my great grandmother was going to absolutely blow a gasket. She's like, you can't do that. And my mom and I were like, sure, we can't watch this. And there was something else we traded out. I can't remember what it was now, but there was something else. She goes, this isn't going to be right. She was all because it's one of her favorite desserts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when it was done, it was so much. First of all, it was so much easier using Cool Whip instead of the evaporated milk, and it took the fat content down a whole hell of a lot. It was good. It was really good. And I love that stuff. The problem is with that stuff, it's so light that you could actually make yourself sick eating it because you don't realize. You just the texture's great, the flavor's great.
Those aren't wolves, Kira.
Oh
Those are actually foxes. Kendra Lash actually made those and named them after Vixie. They're actually foxes. And also, I'm an asshole
when you walk.
They do because they're double-sided.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an asshole. I apologize because I completely spaced going to my post office to pick up your pig again so I could mail it back out. So I'm going to walk down there probably tomorrow and go pick it up so I can mail it back out. Because yesterday was a super psychotic day. Like, he was literally home a Friday night yesterday and just literally bounced out a few minutes ago, and it's just been go since. And I told him like twice, and he was like, "Oh, I'll go down there." Like I told him yesterday, I was like, "You need to go down to the post office and go pick this up, so that I can mail it back out this week." And he was like, "Okay." And then apparently he forgot, and I forgot, and it was. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. What do you want from me? I'm just an asshole.
It happens.
No, they are not wolves. They are foxes.
My family thought they were wolves too. I was like, nope.
Well, Dane thought they were too. And he asked in the Discord, he's like, "Are those wolves?" I was like, "No, those are foxes."
Kira, if you want to get them and say they're wolves, I won't mind.
Right.
Nobody's going to know. Who's going to know?
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
People always say I like your wolf ears when I'm wearing ears too, and I'm like, well, or cat ears, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what they were called before I bought them, but the minute they hit my head, they're foxes.
Right. I knew you weren't going to be mad about it, but you understand because I'm sure when Dan comes home, it's go, go, go. I'm just pissed off because the post office. I'm like 99% sure I wrote down her address correctly on the mailer, but they sent it all the way to her town and sent it all the way back to me to tell me that it wasn't a valid address.
That's cute.
Yeah.
These are the things Mel and I get upset about.
Well, and it's legitimate. It's something legitimate to be mad about because it's the post office. Oh, that's not a real address. Yes, it the fuck is, you assholes. She lives there.
I was trying to order something from it was a small shop. I can't remember what it was though. And I kept putting in my address and it said, "This is an invalid address." And I'm like, "No, it's not. I've lived here for more than 10 years. Well, I know it's not an invalid address."
And I have a customer that she doesn't have an address. She has GPS location because she's on this huge ranch. And instead of having a P.O. box, the post office is like, "Oh, we'll deliver out to you." And they do, but you have to put you put the GPS location and then like the city, the state, and the zip code. But like you have to put the actual like number sequence on there or else they won't deliver to her. And they wanted to fight me like the first 2 times. And I was like, "Do you want me to get her on the phone right the fuck now? Because I will." I fight with the post office more than I fight with anybody, you guys. It's just horrible.
Which is sad because the post office used to work so well.
Right.
It just went to hell in the last couple of years.
Right. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I know I was breaking up. I don't know if you heard me or not, but if you buy them, tell them they're wolves. I won't mind. It won't bother me.
If you buy them, they're yours, sure and you can say whatever you want about them.
Yep. You just use Vixie Squad so you get 20% off.
You hear if you put a lime in a coconut and drink it all at once, it gives you a stomachache. I don't want to do that.
I don't like coconut.
Coconut. I got a texture thing, and the taste of coconut puts me off a little bit. Like if it's too much coconut, like I have to tell them when I go get Ocean Waters at Sonic, I'm like, only put like half the coconut in there, please, because otherwise I'm just gonna be mad.
I don't like ocean water, and that's probably why I didn't realize.
But it gives you pretty green poop.
I mean, I can't
can
be
do
mad at
with
that.
Kool-Aid.
No, it's the prettiest shade of emerald green I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if are there any more of the codes left for them? For the earrings, or did we use all 10 of them?
Well, our normal Vixie Squad one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that'll get you 20% off, which is about what we...
Yep.
Yeah, that's what our code was, so... What, Dane? That's how my stomach feels right now from overdoing it this weekend. And by the way, guys, nobody told me yesterday that I had fucked off eyebrows. Thanks, guys.
I couldn't.
I didn't notice.
Oh, dude, if you go look at the Discord, it was like this.
I said she had angry eyebrows.
Oh, I trust and believe. Oh, green poop. Oh, dude, I'll sit here and talk about poop for days. I trust and believe. Like, Justin still needs to make the truck payment, but next payday is rent. And normally we do it all in one shot, but he gets paid 3 times this month. So we're like stretching shit out. Like, next paycheck will be the truck insurance, rent, and then the water bill, and that's it because I paid everything else off. So trust and believe. I understand being broke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness, guys. My belly.
I'm getting a tablet.
I not dude it, you dude it.
I know I did it, but I'm going to bitch about it.
Well,
yes,
excited.
you are, and I will listen.
What kind of tablet?
A Samsung Tab 7, lots of letters after that. I don't remember. But it's a goodly sized one, too. I got the screen protectors in already, and I took it out and I went, it's like twice as big as I thought it was going to be, and now I feel kind of guilty.
Don't feel guilty. Go ahead, sorry.
He's like, you deserve it. I was like, oh. But it has an S Pen, and I'm so excited about that. Not attractively green, but pretty green.
I'm sorry. I think it's the prettiest shade of emerald green I've ever pooped in my life.
Oh.
That's just how I feel about that.
I have an iPad that my ex gave to me for my birthday and asked for it back. I said, fuck off.
Yeah.
Is it? I have a 5th generation iPad. Somewhere
I don't remember
here.
what this is. But he got it for me and then bragged about getting it. It was refurbished. He was so proud of himself. And I was like, okay. But you just bought yourself a brand new phone and brand new wheels for your car. And it's my birthday and you had a party without me. It's fine.
Well, hell no.
Yeah, my surprise party, I showed up late because I was already having stomach issues. This was like, I don't even know how many years ago now. It's the guy before Brent. But, yeah, I went to Outback because I love Outback, but I couldn't eat red meat anymore. I still did. And then I was like 30 minutes after we were done, he left, but he drove me there. So I had to get my mom to drive me, but we had to drive my brother and my dad home. Yeah. Dude sucked. But
sounds like
I showed up and it was a surprise party for me. And I was like, I knew this was happening. And I got there, everybody sang, and then within 5 minutes, everybody was like, okay, bye. And I was like, you've been here for 2 hours hanging out with all of our friends, and they just left. So,
wow.
I'm not friends with any of them. So.
No, you shouldn't be. I applaud that.
Yeah.
They did not make time for you, as my friend Mel would say.
Exactly. And like I know people had to work, and I think it was on a Sunday, but like, it's only like 8 o'clock. Yeah. But I have the iPad. And I kept my bed. When I moved out, he didn't help me. We were in an apartment. And he was like, I want to keep the bed. And I was like, I brought that bed. It's a pillow top. And he was like, I want to keep it. And I'm like, and my mom was like, no. And I was like, okay. So we kept my bed.
I have an ex. We were friends before we dated. We're actually still really good friends. But the last Christmas we were together, he bought me the original Kindle. And I bought him a Keurig. And it was so funny because after we split up, he was like, "So you want to trade out?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "I'll give you the Keurig if you give me the Kindle." And I was like, "But I used the Kindle." No,
Yeah.
keeping it. Buy your own. You have enough money. You didn't buy me a laptop like I wanted. So he kept the Keurig. I kept the Kindle, and he still has that fucking Keurig to this day. Because we text back and forth every once in a while. It's, "Hey, how you doing? Happy birthday." The last time he texted me, it was, "Hey, I flew my virtual plane over the town that you lived in." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I have a program. It's a virtual plane." And I flew it. I was like, "Oh, so you don't have a pilot's license?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "But I flew it over the town that you used to live in." And I was like, "Oh, great story, dude. So what's going on? How's everything?" And he always asks me, "How's your mom doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. You can go to her house and ask her because I don't fucking talk to her." "How's your dad doing?" He's like, "My dad's great." Now, mind you, this is the dad that said, "If you don't marry this girl, I will." I'm like, "Well, I'll get in the family one way or the other."
Nah.
You ain't getting rid of me that easily.
Well, football today.
Yeah, apparently Kansas City's playing. That's why Kira's saying that. She's
Oh.
a big KC fan.
Oh.
I'm not a big KC fan.
I had to stop watching football quite a few years ago.
I haven't watched
remember who was
football
playing,
in
but I
probably 8 seasons now.
Yeah. I was watching the Super Bowl and I threw an ashtray into the TV.
Wasabi, you cannot get in the closet.
I was so mad. I can't even remember who was playing now, though. But I decided, my brother basically said, "You cannot watch football anymore. You break shit. It's too expensive."
Oh, my kids are on crack. Almost said kids. They are fucking cracked out right now.
Nip heads.
No,
heads.
they haven't had any catnip. They're just
No?
fucking cracked out because Dad's
Big
gone.
Chiefs fan.
Big Chiefs. And
I'm not big
the
into
kid's
watching
not
sports.
home.
I'd rather play them.
I'm really big into hockey. Like when hockey's on, I'm all about it.
Oh, I watched the
I don't
fight
like
the
watching
other
them on
day and hockey
TV. I'd
game
rather be
broke
in the
out.
stadium.
Right. Like I would rather be in the stadium. But if you put hockey on in front of me, I'm fuck the rest of the world. I don't even know it exists.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was a Blackhawks fan, and my dad was a Red
Wings fan?
Red Wings fan. And we both were wearing shirts for our team, and we didn't realize it. And we went grocery shopping, and this one guy went, "You guys okay?" And then we figured it out. It took us a minute, but we were like, because that rivalry is freaking real.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
people will cut a
Yeah, it
bitch
is.
over that one.
That's
Try
like
being a
Ohio
jumbo
State and
shrimp
Wolverines.
Yeah.
I mean, you take any Ohio State fan and you put them up against the Wolverines, and they're going to sit there, blah 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 blah. Ohio State.
Wolverines.
Right, exactly. I'm from Ohio. I don't even like the fucking Buckeyes. Fuck the Bucks. Give me the Wolverines. I don't care how bad they suck. Any day of the fucking week. Do you watch sports? Do video game playthroughs count? Yes. I mean, you're
In
not.
this
It's a
group,
valid
it does.
question.
I don't know about other places.
One of my nephews is a diehard Royals fan as well. And I've driven past the stadium multiple times. I don't have an interest in baseball.
I'm a Capitals fan,
Hubby
but I'm
private chat.
closer to them.
Well, Justin will listen to the games when he's on the road because he knows if he listens to them when he's at home, I get really cranky. I'm like, can we not listen to sports, please?
I don't like listening to sports at all.
No.
That is
I
no
watch
fun.
it.
That's just annoying.
So like I said last night, we live 3/4 of a mile away from the high school. Every sporting event, I get to hear them
The
talking about it.
announcements.
Yes.
Yeah, the announcement about it.
Now the funny thing is I missed the first home game that the kid played at. Everybody, well, so did Justin, but that's not the point. Yes, I saw your Royals tattoo. The first game that they threw the kid in was the first home game, and they said his last name wrong, and I legitimately went outside and screamed at them. I was like, "That's not how you say it!"
That sounds accurate.
I can golf, but refuse to watch it. No, I don't like whacking ball. I mean, I like whacking balls around, but not them kind of balls.
My last apartment that I lived in was like a quarter mile from a high school, so I always heard the band every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Oh yeah.
Video games count. I'm a huge fan.
No, if they had
Go ahead. Sorry.
If they had announcers like they do on Pitch Perfect,
it'd be a different story.
It would be so much fun to listen to that, but they don't. So
no.
We had one lady who did announcements in Orlando. She was part of the Monster Crew. I don't know if any of you know who that is, but they're a pretty famous talk show. And she would do the commentary, and that was fun to listen to because she was freaking hilarious. But you really have to have a personality for me to listen to it. I mean, really.
Yeah. Some of those guys.
And even then, I'll probably tune out after a while.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And they think they're funny, and it's not.
Right.
Such dad humor.
And it's like,
terrible. Ha 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 ha.
I like some dad humor, but like when they're announcing, it's just like, oh God, stop.
Calling my fucking internet provider.
Oh.
Hold on.
Mine was acting up for a while during the beginning of the show too.
They just broke it, and I didn't have it for 15 and a half hours, and now it's fucked off now. Really?
I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm gonna kill these cats. Like all of them are on crack right now. Wasabi especially. He keeps running back and forth between the kitchen and the bedroom window and jumping in it. He's gonna fucking pull that goddamn thing down, and I'm gonna fucking skin him. Oh my God.
What was I gonna say?
That's fine, Kira.
What it was.
I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, because my Wi-Fi dropped.
I felt like it was important too. Oh, I hate it when that happens.
I'd ask Brent for clarification on what the B-set RX are, and I'm like, I don't know anything. He's like, they're from Final Fantasy. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a Blitzball thing. So it's like, oh, I do like Blitzball. That's fun. I wish we had something like that, but I don't know how that would work.
Well, they play Quidditch.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how it all works, but
people
I
would
know
do it on the
people do
quad at ODU, and it was interesting because they would run around with brooms between their legs, and I'm like, okay, don't trip.
Yeah.
Don't trip. That seems like a bad idea, but
right.
Now, see, and I would be the one sitting there going, please trip, please trip, please trip, please trip.
Yeah, that's cherry.
That's mean.
Well,
hubby was watching these follies of, I don't know who it was, but there was all these people, and some of them were kind of cute, you know, but then it started getting into some real bad ones, and I'm like, oh, I can't watch that anymore. It's not like, because when you watch them on the internet, it's not like America's Funniest Home Videos where, you know, nobody was hurt, because that's one of their things, is nobody can actually be injured in any of these things. I'm not very good with pratfall humor anyway, so
yeah, me too.
I just,
Kira, I don't think it's so much that I'm
"Ooh,
sadistic. I think it's just the simple fact of I want to see how stupid people can be.
She likes to see if the Darwin theory will work.
Yes. Yes.
You, out of the gene pool.
Love a good Darwin experience.
If I see a pretty bad video, I'll have to look up. Like, I'll have to be like, okay, I have to know if these people are okay now.
Right. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
get the life
easy
story
research.
afterward, but like, there's some times where I'm just like,
Play stupid games. with
win stupid prizes. Yes. But at the same time, like, the stupidity that humanity has, I'm like, how have we evolved as a species at this point?
Modern medicine.
Then again, American Horror Story, the new part of the newer part of the season is starting to come out, and it's an alien theory, and that's where I'm just gonna live with, because it seems legit.
Oh,
you see a lot of Darwin's in
glitter
here?
in places I didn't know I had places now.
You got face fucked by Cullen, didn't you?
Yep. I love this palette. This palette was a wonderful gift I got from my friend Doll. It's an awesome palette. The glitters are really glitters. Like really, really. And I washed my face 3 times last night, and I still have glitter like in the corners of my eyes, the side of my nose, by my ears, in my hair. Oh my God.
Hey, Vixie, you want me to tell you a little secret about how to get the glitter off as much as you possibly can?
I use tape.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
You have to wipe it off with baby wipes. And then you got to put coconut oil on your face. Then you got to wipe off
actually,
coconut
I
oil.
use jojoba oil to get.
Hold on. Not done yet. And then you got to jump in the shower. Because if you just directly jump in the shower, it's all just you're gonna raccoon out. It's gonna be bad. You're gonna have glitter in places.
That's my niece. Big hugs. Ah! I miss your face. I hope you're doing good. We haven't talked for a little while.
Nisa, do you have a Switch? Do you play Mario Kart? You should play Mario Kart with us. I know you play Spyro.
Oh, do you know who I talked to yesterday, Vixie? While I was running around? I talked to Brian and Sue yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How are they doing?
They're doing good because she had a supernatural question. She was like, so did they ever go to Florida? And I'm like, in over 300 episodes and 15 seasons, I don't think they ever went to Florida.
I thought that's where the Wendigo was.
I don't remember where the Wendigo was, but I don't think it was Florida. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong.
Well, there's Wendigos in other shows, so I might be mixing it up.
In Supernatural.
You got the job. Yeah. I'm so proud of you.
Sweet.
Yes. Buy a Switch and then come play with us on Sundays.
But I don't remember them ever going to Florida. Like, they've been to California. They stuck to the Midwest a lot. They did a lot of East Coast work. They did a lot of stuff in
Upper
South
East
Dakota.
Coast, like Maine and stuff.
Right. But
apparently they didn't, because it's actually a thing on Google. Why didn't Sam and Dean ever travel to Florida?
Okay, so I wasn't wrong. Like, I remember there was an episode they went to Georgia, but they never did the Carolinas. They never really went to Louisiana or like Alabama, Arkansas. There were states they never went to.
They went to that one town twice that was like the perfect town.
Yeah.
Okay. Every time they go there, it reminds me of this place in Michigan. It freaks me out.
I'm surprised they didn't do an episode where they went to Hell, Michigan, honestly.
Yeah, really. That would be funny.
Right?
During
first, that's actually a hellmouth.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But, like, especially if they would have gone during the festival, because there really is a place called Hell, Michigan.
Tonight.
They apparently did go to Florida.
What?
Tonight at 8.
Hang on, let me.
Okay, wait a minute. Too many answers to questions. Okay. When is Bitches with Switches? Tonight at 8:00.
It'll be at
Sundays.
7:00 our time, Kira. Even Sam and Dean went to avoid Florida. I mean, they're not. It's probably the best thing for Dean to do, because Dean doesn't need to be anywhere near a bunch of naked bitches running around in bikinis.
Yeah. There's too many full nude bars here.
Yeah. I don't need my Dean being stained by Florida. I love all my Floridians, but don't send my Dean to Florida. I'll never get him back.
There's 2 Floridians sitting at the table.
I don't think they went to Jacksonville.
You know what we're doing? We're going, yep.
Like, Florida just embraces its monster population, so there's no need.
We got zombies.
People eating other people's faces because of bath salts.
Cannibals.
We got Florida Man.
Yeah.
Florida Man.
And now there's Florida Woman.
Yeah. We have untested street drugs that turn people into zombies.
That's where I live, Dane. I live in Jacksonville.
So I was watching the lady who does News Under the Desk on TikTok. She was saying that there is a company that they have a major medication out already, but they've done trials and they have put together a medication that will help COVID symptoms after you get it. Florida Man is a demon that I don't even think Sam and Dean can handle. Yeah! Like I said, Florida takes care of its own fucking monsters, man. They just embrace the motherfuckers.
We just stick the alligators on them.
Yeah.
No, the Gallaghers are in Chicago.
Just throw them down Alligator Alley and see what happens.
I thought you were talking about Shameless for a second.
I love that show, but
right. I don't think I've watched past the 9th season, and
I definitely haven't.
I don't know if I want to, because after Fiona left, I was like, I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah.
I've never watched it. It keeps telling me I should, though.
Justin really likes it.
I don't think Vixie would care for it too much.
It doesn't sound like something I'd like.
Mm-mm.
For some reason, there for a long
Very
time,
particular.
After Lip became an adult, I was like, oh, he's kind of pretty. And then I'm like, no, never mind.
I just like how smart he is.
Yeah, like MIT smart.
Yeah.
Ducky, pick a fucking position already. You're driving me insane. Oh, of course you want to lay all over my shit.
If y'all didn't know, if you didn't see last night's show, last night we interviewed Bonna Bones, and she's a teacher of animation, and she's worked on things like Robot Chicken, and she has, what's it called? Santa Inc.
That's coming out this Christmas, I believe,
on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a hoot and a half. So you guys should really watch the replay.
She's an amazing human. Like, her inner strength is goals, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed her.
She really enjoyed us. And apparently Mel really enjoyed her dog.
I think she might have talked her, and I think Mel might have talked her into making TikTok for her dog.
Yeah.
She's very seriously considering it.
I hope so.
Lisa,
I can't explain why it made me so happy.
I don't think it's a show we would like. We have very similar tastes in TV. I started watching Coven, by the way.
Oh, that's all from Dollar Tree. Everything that you see as far as the Halloween decorations, that's all from Dollar Tree last year. Because I've been lazy and not gone back this year to go buy decorations for the rest of the house. And I've also decided that all of the rest of the stuff that's normally up here, not during Halloween, is just going to go across this wall. Because I'm in a corner, obviously. So it's just going to decorate. I'm just going to decorate the whole wall so I can move the desk around.
We're going to move a desk instead of redecorating.
Yeah,
I would totally get that.
It's easier. Like, I can just, like, I've got a really cute picture up there, and it's a heart, and it's got yarn in it, and it says crochet friends are the best friends. Mm-hmm. And I need to move that down in view during not spooky season. But what were you saying? Oh, fuck, I forgot already.
I was saying what an amazing link you have behind you.
Oh yeah, he's right there. Mm-hmm. Maleficent's up there. Vixie was saying something though. Like, that's where I was lost at. I
don't remember.
An asshole, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I still love you.
I love you too. Nobody puts Cherry in a corner. Cherry put herself in a corner.
It's true.
We were talking about Bonna.
The dog.
And the dog.
TikTok.
And I was going to talk about how I relate to Shameless because Toledo was a lot like the south side of Chicago. So growing up, like that, like the relationship that Fiona and V had is very much like the neighborhood relationship that we had growing up. So it's like very, very relatable. Now, there are certain aspects of the show that you probably won't. Oh, you started watching Coven. God damn, that's what it was.
It's true. I watched the first 2 episodes.
It's my favorite season.
It's intense. It's more intense than the first.
It gets more. It gets more intense. Just wait. Hubby's with Mel.
I'm not going to be able to watch it at night because I'll have dreams about it.
Yeah, and then you'll have really super vivid dreams. Wasabi? Don't get just cracked.
My dream life is already exciting enough. I don't need added anything.
Did you poop? Is that why you're so fucking excited right now? Like, seriously, dude, you're cracked out. Your pupils are huge. You cannot get in the closet. If you scratch that door, I'm going to find something to throw at you. He is just fucking psychotic right now. Ducky doesn't want to play. Maybe Ducky does. I don't know.
I know it's late, but Sam and Dean only mention Florida in season 2, episode 3.
See, they never went,
Thank
but
you.
they talk
Yeah.
about it. So yeah. So Brian won the bet because she thought they did, and I was like, I don't remember them ever going to Florida.
They mention it. That's why I remembered it.
hmm
Also, the romance that people make are so confusing, and I'm like, y'all can make this so much easier for me. It doesn't have to have lines all through it, because the Midwest is just black. I'm like, where do the lines go? Can't follow any of it.
I grew up in Michigan, and everything's a grid work.
Yeah,
So if you're even number, you're going
east and west.
west or east, and if you're odd number, you're going north and south. If you don't know the names, at least you know what direction you're going in. You know, it's like 6 to 1, half dozen to the other, and it is a grid work. They went across the state and just like grid work.
You have to finish all 15 seasons. Okay, I will tell you right about season 5. It starts to suck until about season 8. But there's a lot of dick jokes in season 7, and you'll understand why when you get to season 7. But
Okay, and the first season does not paint a really good picture
No.
of how the show progresses. I did not like the first season. It took me forever to get through the first season, and then I was like, I'm done. Then I watched the second season, and I was hooked.
right,
I don't know
like,
what. It's when the storyline kind of
because the first season
became
they
more-
wrote it out, but they didn't know
less
after that
episodic.
the CW was actually going to pick it up. And the second season was when the CW said, yes, we're going to make you a fixture here. And they signed up for 4 more seasons, and they were only originally supposed to go for 5 seasons. But I honestly believe somebody, and season 5 was the last season that Eric Kripke wrote for him. So I think somebody made a fucking crossroad deal, and that's how we got 10 extra seasons. North and south avenues go east and west. No, because I live on a street, and mine's east and west.
And he said it might be backwards.
Because I live on East such and such street. Also, Walking Dead. Justin's really into The Walking Dead. Season 3, because I find season 3 so dang boring. Yeah, there's it starts to get really shitty right around season 5 with Supernatural. And then season 6, it's kind of like, ugh!
I didn't really have a problem with it after season 1.
Well, Season 7 is there's just a lot of dick jokes, and that's what makes it worth it, because you just hate dick. And then season 8 they finally pull out of it. My mom got you into The Walking Dead. I never really got into The Walking Dead. I watch it because my trucker watches it when he's home. It's kind of like Shameless. I watch it when he's home. But I also never wanted to actually avidly sit down and watch American Horror Story because I thought it was going to be stupid. And then I went through a very bad depression and started binging shit. And American Horror Story was on there, and so was Vampire Diaries and the originals. And I never wanted to watch those either, but I did it anyway. And now I'm obsessed with all of them. Oh, that's so sweet. That's okay.
That is sweet.
Aw.
We were at Walmart yesterday, and Justin had to pick up deodorant because the last time we got him deodorant, he doesn't like the powder sticks. He's like gel sticks. So he was like, hey, I need deodorant. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So he's we end up separating, but we found each other, and he's trying to figure out which deodorant he wanted. And he's like, hey, does this one smell okay? I was like, that one's not you. He handed me 3 or 4 of them, and I'm smelling them. I'm like, these are not you. And I walked over and I picked one up and I smelled them. I was like, that one is you. Because we don't do, because of my allergies, we don't do cologne, and we don't do perfumes in the house. If the kid has body spray, he has to spray it outside or else I get a migraine. But our body washes and our deodorants we're okay with because they don't have a tremendous amount of perfume or cologne.
I see your head.
And yeah, we can see him's head. It's right there.
I see
I
Brent.
see a shoulder.
That's him.
Oh, I
He's doing
bet.
D&D stuff.
I can't visit my trucker at work unless I'm in the semi with him.
He's behind.
We're all excited. Hi.
So last night when we did Stitch and Bitch, it was funny because it was only like 4 of us. And one of the girls' kids got a splinter, so she had to go take care of it. And her husband comes over after about 10 minutes, and she had herself muted. And he walks over, and he's just like, we're all like, and he goes, bloop, and like disconnected from the call. And she comes back later. I was like, we got blooped. And I'm offended. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, he came over, just blooped us. Oh, so sweet.
Now, if that was hubby, he would have sat down, put my headphones on, and sat talk to you guys.
Right.
Do whatever.
Right. Like, and she told him, when she came back, she's like, I told him to come explain the situation and not to just like disconnect the call. All he heard was disconnect the call.
Of course.
I was like, Justin even has conversations with these people, and I got blooped. I'm fucking pissed off. I'm going to Nevada.
We can talk to anybody. Right. We might piss them off, but we can talk to anybody.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I have so much to do. I think tomorrow I'm going to be working on one of my wigs for a new OC. I have to put together a necklace for the new OC. I have so many things to do. I have to clean my brushes big time.
Oh God, yes, I need to do that so bad.
They're getting out of hand. Mine are getting out of hand.
Lady, this is supposed to be green. That's supposed to be white. Let me bust out. Hold on.
Mine are all red, purple, and blue. Like everything.
These are supposed to be white. That's supposed to be white.
It's funny. Everything is purple.
Everything is blue and green and pink in here. Yeah, see?
Purple.
Oh man, that palette that I sent you guys.
What did Jelly Bean do?
So pretty.
It is. That purple palette.
Yeah, I really like those. There's those 2 specific colors.
Yeah.
All of them. I loved all those colors.
Yeah.
See, and
the packaging is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm one of those people that I will pick one specific color out of the entire palette, and I'm like, that's the one. That's the reason why I'm buying this palette. I know I can buy it individually, but I just want that one color.
Yeah.
Like when I bought the James Charles palette, it was literally for one color. Not that I used the fucking palette. I think I've used it 3 times, and then it's James Charles.
There's a lot of fallout from it.
That and the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Vault Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Nisa, you're so sweet.
But
If
use it wet.
If I got a palette for that much money and had fallout.
I only had the James Charles palette when I bought it was only $29. It was on sale.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Oh,
No.
mine wasn't.
She's drawing.
Awesome.
I want to see. She never sent me the picture she drew. She said she drew me, and I want to see it.
This is one of the reasons I'm so excited about the tablet that I'm getting. It's got pen in, and I'm gonna be able to start drawing again, and I'm very excited about it. Well, it's easier than trying to transfer drawings to computer to do.
Oh, Dane! Like oh, she's doing so good. I'm not showing you guys. You're gonna have to wait for this. But that is amazing. I love it.
I love it.
What kind of tablet, Vixie? Because I'm having to look for a tablet for somebody for Christmas. For
Samsung
purposes.
7 Plus something. Samsung Tab 7. You can look it up. Just with that. It's like AU something after. I can't remember.
Wasabi!
Wait a minute. It might be on the...
Oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to murder him. I'm going to have cat for dinner. You already know what you're getting Damon for Christmas?
No, it doesn't say.
If Justin actually sticks with his beard this year, I'm going to buy him a beard string. Wasabi!
Is he doing no shave November? Did he do no shave?
No, during winter he grows. I'll be right back. I got to go murder a cat.
I was just going to say, there's dead cat on the way. I'm very excited about this, and I'll let you know. Of course, I will let you know because I'm a mouthy woman. I will let you know how it works out.
Well, there was a discussion, and like they're looking at like the most expensive thing they can look at. I'm like, that can't be the only thing that can serve the purpose that needs to be served.
This one is runs about between 5 and 6 something.
That's better.
100. I'm getting it. I got a whole bunch taken off because I'm buying it through Verizon, and I had lots of credit.
Yeah.
Device dollars.
I got a big discount off it. So
Justin has been saving device dollars for years now. I think he's finally got like 90.
Yeah. I had
Has it
so
only
much
been
device
3 years,
dollars
Lisa? It seems
that
like-
they said if you
I don't
don't
know.
use these in the next 2 months, they're going
But that's
away.
awesome.
That's my cousin's
I was
birthday.
like, oh shit.
Jellybean is using the iPad Air.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
That's fantastic.
Oh, thank you, hubby. This is the product image.
S7 Plus 12.4.
Hubby, can you click on the... Yeah, thank you.
Or just share it in the chat, the group
You
chat.
can get a keyboard attachment for it. I'm not getting that.
Mhm.
Thank you. I can't read it. I'm like, I can't read that. It's very thin. The
Be very careful with it. It's all
that's next
glass.
to a S phone. Mm-hmm.
Which isn't much bigger than, or isn't much smaller than my Note, which means, okay, so my Note
It's a good size.
is 6 inches tall.
Mhm.
No, that's more than 6 inches. That can't be that. No, that's 6 inches. That's 6 inches, guys.
She's been told this is 6 inches her whole life.
Yeah.
Listen. How did you know?
No, I know.
I had to think about the specs on the phone for a second, but yeah, no, that's gonna be massive.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like as
it
big as my
is,
laptop
the glass
Mhm.
thing came in, and I'm like, oh, that's bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I feel a little guilty now.
But that's
But
gonna be good for you though, because you'll be able to
I'm
see
excited. And the S Pen, I love the S Pens. I've had many Notes. I miss
Yep.
my Note. The only reason I don't have the new Note, like Cherries,
don't get
is
it
because of the stupid no audio jack thing.
Yeah,
I think I hate it.
That's one of my biggest problems with it is it doesn't have an audio jack in it. Mister,
I love my Magic
what are
Pen.
you
Hey,
doing?
Justin.
Are you
Hi,
in
Joker.
Salina? Where are you? I'm gonna stalk
Mr.
you for a
Trucker.
second.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
him's
can't
in the yard.
stand that they don't have the audio jacks. I have the little thing for the iPhone, but
Mhm.
pain in the ass. But I have
Yeah, I
AirPods,
think that's
so.
one of the dumbest things they ever did. The other thing is, since the Tab 4, the Galaxy Tab 4,
Mhm.
or Note 4, I mean, not Tab 4, that's a tablet. Note 4.
Mhm.
Since then, the camera quality is supposedly gone up,
Mhm.
and it hasn't. It's gone down.
It has, but it hasn't. Okay, because on the newer ones, because we were looking at the new we were looking at the 21, and I want to see the specs on the 22, because the front camera is 108 megapixels, and apparently from other people that I've talked to, the camera quality on the newer ones is amazing. Like it takes crystal clear fucking picture, which would make shooting video amazing. And the back camera is a 40 megapixel camera.
Mhm.
But when I went from, we had Note 5s and we were going to get the 7s, but that's when they started exploding. So then we were going to do the 8s, but we actually ended up going into iPhone 8 Pluses, and the camera quality went up from there. But then when we went back into Android and we got our Note 10s, the camera quality on them is much better than
I wanted a Note 10, but there was none left when we got our. So we
didn't have the regular 10s when we went in. They had the 10 plus 5G, and we don't have 5G fucking service.
We do.
Yeah.
The tablet has 5G service too.
Like my Wi-Fi is 5G.
I'm very excited about
but
that.
my cell service is still 4G, and I'm really cranky about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the camera quality on even the 10 Plus is pretty fucking phenomenal.
I've looked at the S20 and I love the idea, but I don't want it. Now, if I got a Note 20, I'd probably love it.
Oh man, I want to sit in on that
When I first got my Note, it wasn't something that people
I'm one of the players.
Pray for my players.
Wait a
use
minute.
very often,
Hang
but
on.
I had my magic pen.
Mhm.
Right, and I mean, so when we had the 5s, they had the audio jack. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they took that away eventually. So yeah, you Bluetooth in, and the sound quality is just about the same as me being plugged into you guys right now. Unless you're trying to play on StreamYard and you have coins and it doesn't like the fucking cord that you use. But like, would I like to have an audio jack back? Absolutely, even though we do already have Bluetooth capability on the phones.
Well, Bluetooth tends to get in the way of Wi-Fi.
Right. Right.
Kindles actually, for the longest time, you couldn't do both at the same time at all. It would shut down. You got to choose. You either Wi-Fi or your Bluetooth.
And granted, the way that they've got the S Pens set up in the Note 10s now is a lot simpler. You don't have to click it back in. You can push it back in and it magnetizes up and it's great. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't fall out nearly as much. But there have been so many updates through Verizon that it's starting to slow down. And I don't want to dump everything onto a computer because that's going to take up room on my computer and I'm going to get pissy about that. So, like, there are certain aspects of it that I absolutely adore, and there are certain aspects that I absolutely cannot fucking stand.
Oh, the other thing about this tablet that you can use a SIM card and up it up to one terabyte.
Yeah, I've got it. Well, actually, I took my SD card out of it and put it in my Switch.
I bought an SD card, and I actually bought the one that is made for the Switch. Because I've run into things before where I got a different kind of SD card than the one that's actually made for the product, and it not work or it not use all the memory. It would be like I get 35 gigabytes and it'd be like, you have 20 gigabytes. It's like, what happened to the 15?
Right. So Justin, when we got his Switch, we got him an SD card for the Switch specifically. Yeah. And I was under the assumption that it was just because they put the name Switch on it or the name Nintendo on it. I was unaware that it was actually programmed specifically for it. So, like, when I hand the light over, the kid's probably going to keep the same SD card that's in it, and I'll just get a new one. No big deal. But, I mean, I was just happy that they put the SD capability back into the phone because they took that out, which makes you have to buy a more expensive phone because you're going to need more storage. Because everything takes up so much storage now. It's insane. Literally.
See what I have on
I have a 256
one of my things about
card.
I almost got sold this phone.
Justin's got a 128.
Wow.
Hi, honey. Did you have a good trip?
No, I didn't like it.
Nah.
Do we need to kiss your boo-boos?
Mwah.
Oh, and she froze again.
No.
She'll be back.
There you are. Yeah.
Phone is freaking out.
Dude, how do you think I feel with my fucking Wi-Fi over here? Fuck! It'd be okay.
Yes. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, it'll come to me. We'll get back on that train later, I guess.
Oh, we're getting on another train. Okay.
Why is TikTok 22.42 gigabytes?
I don't know. Because now they have over 1 billion people on there. Or 1 billion accounts.
Do you have a lot of drafts?
Yes.
That's why.
I do. Yeah.
Your drafts actually saved to your phone, even though you can't access them with anything but the TikTok app. I'm not happy about that, TikTok. Not happy.
I have 365 drafts.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
That's
no.
Honey!
I have old like cosplay stuff that I didn't quite like that I wanted to save, so I had the video and then I could redo it with a better cosplay.
yeah.
I need to go through it.
Just start dumping
Yeah.
your drafts. Just
Yeah.
start dumping them.
Yeah, just start dumping them out. You probably be it. You can put this is an old cosplay.
Yeah.
Draft dump.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
even have 25 drafts on mine right now. Now, granted, when I was doing Flood the Feed, the way that I was doing it, yeah, I had hundreds of drafts, but I would dump them all in 24 hours.
I also use TikTok as like a diary, and then like
Yeah.
I won't post it.
Kendra!
Hi, Kendra.
Happy
We were
belated
just talking about you.
birthday!
Happy belated birthday! I got
We
my
were
earrings.
just talking about you. Were your ears
They're
itching?
beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yay!
I got mine. Kendra, I did not expect the sugar skulls to be so freaking big. Like, I
need
didn't
a
read
pair
a
of
description
those.
either, so that's my bad. That is my bad. But holy shit, they're amazing.
Yes, I love those sugar skull ones. When I saw them, I'm like, oh!
They're beautiful.
They're maze balls. Like, I expected, like, bam, little bitty. No, these bitches are huge, and I love it.
Huge.
And I love the buttons, too. I'm a button collector. So when the buttons came in with it, I was like, ah, buttons!
She was all excited. It was cute. She squealed.
The funny thing is like, I have a crochet pattern that matches this little guy.
Oh.
Aw.
And I think I'm gonna actually make the doll, and then I'm gonna put the button on the doll.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I got a little monster. He's like Mike Wazowski, but he's got 2 eyes.
Yeah!
Yes, I love it.
He's a cutie.
The other one fell down. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, that would
This
be
thing
cool.
smells really good.
I got a teddy bear.
Kendra says, my style is 80s big. I
Love
want to offer
it.
2 sizes soon, though. That's cool. That's
Well,
cool.
the,
I got
the thing
Disney
was
cutie.
oh,
That's what I got, too.
Oh, cute.
Like, for the price point, I was, and because I was looking at it on the phone, so the pictures are automatically smaller. Like, I wasn't mad at the price point. I was like, oh, they're $10. They're gonna be fine. And then they came in, and I was like, oh my god!
For those of you who do not know what we're talking about, I don't know where you've fucking been.
Right?
But these, I'm going to show you one of these. This is a pair of earrings by Kendra. This is chainmail with a colored pencil point.
Yeah, I love her packaging. It
Yeah.
gets me. Oh man, it gets me in the feels. As I say, it kicks
And then
my
you
teeth
also
in,
the
but-
wolves.
And she sends candy, and it's really good candy.
It is.
Like
Love it.
I legit was sitting on that sucker for oh god, what, a week now?
Oh my god, she was so funny. I want to eat the sucker, but I don't want to eat the sucker.
I don't
wanna
want
eat
to
the
sucker,
sucker,
but
but I don't
I
wanna
can't
eat
eat
the
sucker. I'm
sucker.
gonna get cellophane to wrap the sucker with so I can use it for an OC, and then I ate the sucker.
I have mine. I haven't eaten it yet, but I only got it yesterday, so.
I gave mine to the kid.
Exclusive. Those have yet to be
diabetes.
released. Oh, Vixie's
Oh.
got exclusives.
Which ones? The pink ones? Yeah, she hasn't released the pink ones yet. They're in black though on the site.
They have, well, there's a few different colors, but I wanted black.
Oh, is there? I saw the black ones. I've
I'll
been
tell you
around
this
forever.
I'll tell you this
why.
much. Like,
Every
I
now
don't-
and then she sends me stuff and says, "Would you wear this?" I'm like, "Oh, hell in a heartbeat."
I typically don't wear
Oh, the yellow and black dress.
earrings in my second holes just
I
because
love
I thought they
these.
closed up. I legit like re-pierced. I popped open my second holes when I got my earrings from Kendra. I was like, I'm wearing these. You personally wear the black cats. I need to order some of the cats.
Actually, I was thinking about getting some black cats too. Oh, so these have not been released yet. I didn't realize that. I love these.
Well, look at you, lady.
I love
pretty.
them. The yellow and the green are just beautiful. I love the way you do the chainmail on these too. I love it. But yeah,
Oh, my body's like, oh,
my
hydration.
caffeine. I'm drinking black coffee from Dunkin'.
My coffee wore off like half an hour ago.
and it's starting to kick my butt.
Watch the replay. You'll see me like rubbing my eyes and stretching and.
I over caffeinated while Justin was home, so like my body has been craving water really bad, and I'm like, no, soda. And now I'm like, water is my friend.
Water's my friend.
Water is absolutely your friend.
I have to drink my water out of specific cups, or I can't drink it at all.
So that's how I started. Was I had to trick my brain into specific sizes.
This is my water cup.
Right. And then people started sending me tumblers, and I only use specific tumblers for water and specific tumblers for tea, and I ruined one of my water tumblers with twisted tea. I've washed it, but I can't use it for water anymore.
I prefer my water with lots and lots of ice, but I also hate our hellacious stairs that we have in our house, and I'm not willing to go downstairs to get ice.
So they're
way too narrow and steep. Like the steps are way higher than your average step, so it's like climbing a mountain.
Dihydrogen.
This tumbler is called a smart cooler, and like.
That's the chemical formula for water.
Kendra, my trucker's the same way. If I gave him the opportunity, he drinks anywhere between 1 to 2 gallons of milk a day. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The smart cooler, that ice stays ice. Like we put a frozen coffee in it once.
It stayed frozen.
For 2 days.
Well, at least it was still good 2 days later.
That's true.
Because I had forgotten I had it, and I was sitting there, and the next morning I took a drink and was like, oh.
That's not water.
Oh.
So
yeah, when I was pregnant with my girl, I couldn't drink enough milk. I'm telling you, I don't know.
I bet her bones are strong.
She dislocated her elbow once, but that was it. And Liam, this is a cute story. So kids do what's called the nursery drop, where you're holding onto their hand and they just dead weight on you.
Mm-hmm.
And this usually it dislocates the kid's shoulder or elbow. When my son did it to me, he ripped my rotator cuff because he was that big. But when my daughter did it to my husband, and he felt bad, he still feels bad sometimes. So, hubby, it wasn't your fault. She did it to herself.
Mm-hmm.
She dislocated her elbow, and you could tell. You could tell. And I was pregnant with the youngest at the time, so I was holding
either
her.
Way.
And we took her to the hospital. My mom and I took her to the hospital, and I'm holding her, and she's all upset. And they gave her, I think, Tylenol or something, and they were doing x-rays and stuff. And all of a sudden, the baby kicked. And she was and Esme was laying on me at the time. And when he kicked her elbow back into place.
Yeah.
Oh. So the doctor came in and was like, what just happened? And we told him, he's like, no, really, what happened?
Really?
Like, no, really, that's what happened. That's what just happened. Because she was like pushed up against me. So basically her arm was between me and her. So it was holding it in place. I knew exactly what she was doing. She's trying to find a place to be comfortable. Mm-hmm. And when he kicked, it just moved just right and popped it right back into place. And then she was ready to go.
Yeah,
she's like, okay, bye-bye.
She was like, all right.
Yeah, okay, bye-bye. We're done. So yeah, I always thought that was funny. Like the youngest fixed the daughter's arm before he was even born. Kind of, stalwart. His name means stalwart protector of the wise. So it kind of fit.
Don't fart, Brett!
He's stretching.
No, every time I stretch or Justin stretches, one of us there's an ass busting experience. I'm telling you guys, I will sit here and talk about dick and fart jokes all goddamn day long.
I know you will. That's funny, Bart.
I have to let it out. If I don't, I literally.
Justin gets the biggest kick because, like, every morning when I get up, it's just this giant right out of my ass, right? Mm-hmm. I got up this morning and it was little, and he was like, "That was disappointing." Actually, that was weak. Well, fuck you too, dude.
Yeah.
my best friend in high school, his name was Michael. And we had lost contact for a little bit after we graduated for like a couple of years, and then we found each other again. And he came down to visit me, and it was around my birthday. It was really close, and he brought me a birthday card, and I thought, oh, that's so sweet. And it said, dear friends are great, on the front, and you could talk to them, you can spend time apart, and then it's like you never left each other's side. It was all sappy the front, yeah. And you open it up, and you can fart in front of each other. You asshole.
It's not okay.
That's what I always
Gregory.
think of.
Yes, Mel does need more coffee.
Mel needs coffee. Do you need to go get some coffee?
No.
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 Because you have to like leave the house, right, to get coffee?
No.
Oh.
But I just
Do you have a coffee maker?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm
I was
not
all
excited about the coffee I have here. Like it's instant coffee.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's why I did go out this morning and I did get my coffee, but
it's all gone. Somebody drank it. Rude.
Yeah, somebody drank it, bitch.
Jimmy's over here liking messages on TikTok, but yet his ass isn't in the audience right now. What the
See?
fuck, Jimmy?
You guys wonder why I keep shunning him.
What an asshole.
You're gonna get on my page soon.
Bet. It's gonna happen.
You just made a list and you're gonna have to guess which one because I'm not telling you.
One.
You guys think I'm the mean one. I keep shunning him, but he gives me the reasons.
He gives me the reasons.
Jimmy, when you watch the rewatch.
Because we know he does rewatch them.
Yes. Oh, here, look. Yeah, he is. He just
You
said
summoned
hi.
him. You summoned him.
We never saw you say hi.
Jimmy shunned.
Jimmy did say Mernon at 11:21. I see that in the chat.
Oh, snap, he did.
Polite, don't defend him.
Snap.
It's
I'm sorry.
his fault.
Sorry.
He just woke up. I mean, morning. Too funny. Hey, Miss Mel, do you have a
Mad Lib?
Yeah, Mad Libs.
I may.
I need to go find some because I can't
Left
find
or
them
right?
in Walmart.
Left.
Right. Middle.
Left.
Number 2.
42.
Number 3, my lord.
Number 3,
my lord.
Okay. Chat, you do the nouns and verbs. You know that by now. Vixie, I need an adjective.
Shiny.
Biscuits? No, there were no shiny biscuits last night. We were too tired. It's the life of a trucker wife. What do you want from me?
I want an adverb, actually, since you're asking, which describes an action. Describe a verb.
Stinky farting.
Stinkily? Stinkily?
Yeah, that'll work.
Stinkily.
Polite, I need a place.
Princess DMV.
Slow down, you're going too fast.
Yeah. Sorry.
Japanese
is a place?
steakhouse.
A steakhouse, yes.
Ooh, yum.
I
I
know,
don't know why.
I was just
We
thinking
have
about our
steaks.
local one for some reason. I was like, Dimer.
My grocery people brought me New York strip steak instead of the steak I usually get, and I don't know how to prepare it.
Like a regular steak? That's how we cook ours around here.
I do different things for all different cuts.
Okay.
So
ask
I don't
Justin;
know.
he can tell you. He's the steak connoisseur in the house. He loves ribeyes, and I'm like, give me a strip.
ribeyes are my favorite too.
They're too fatty for me.
Oh, I grill the hell out of them. Well, no, I
No,
don't.
see, we can't
I
grill
only
the
need
hell out of
verbs
mine
now.
because I want it rare.
Chat, I only need verbs now. I don't need any more nouns.
Verbs.
Vixie, I need an adjective.
Yellow.
That's
oh
a
boy, I
noun.
just caught a glimpse of the word that comes after that, and let me. Ooh, yeah. Polite. I need another adjective.
Describes a person.
Hey,
place, or
Chrissy.
thing. Tall.
Person, place, or
I need
thing,
one more
real
verb,
noun.
chat. Vixie, I need an adjective.
Crawl.
I'm just going to sit in my
Adjective.
corner and act like I'm not here again.
Sure.
Leap came in first.
I can't believe I just went blank. Fuzzy.
All right, Cherry, one more adjective.
Swiftly.
That's an adverb.
That's an adverb.
Oh.
Now you can get an adverb.
Because I wasn't thinking about it.
Mhm.
I got to describe a verb.
No, an
No,
adjective.
person,
I mean, a
place, or
noun.
thing.
Okay, do you want an adverb or an adjective?
Polite, I need an
Adjective.
adjective.
Oh shoot, I just said tall. Round.
Okay, Cherry, describe a person, place, or thing.
Okay. Pungent.
That's a good one.
That's a good word.
It is. All right, we're done.
All right,
Okay.
I'm muting.
This is from the Pokemon because that was the one on the left. And it is approaching wild Pokemon. Wild Pokemon are rare to come across, but if you do bump one, it's best to be shiny and prepared. Some Pokemon want to be left alone, but sometimes they want the orchestra of other Pokemon and stinkily wish to be caught and trained. In order to catch a wild Pokemon, first you have to find and flap one. They often live outside a city or a steakhouse and can be found in the grass or in the yellow water. Sometimes they are out in the open, but sometimes they are bouncing in a hollow stump or in a tall cave. But backflip them carefully. Wild Pokemon can be fuzzy. Often this leads to a battle. Choose a Pokemon who you feel will skip best for you and let it loose. When you feel the wild Pokemon is round and pungent enough, toss a Pokeball and see if you leap it. Interesting.
The yellow water is what killed me.
Yeah.
I know.
That
When she said
sounded like a
yellow, and
very-
I started writing it, and then I saw water after it. I was like, oh.
Honestly, that sounded like a really bizarre
Furry convention?
sexual convention. Yeah.
And by the
Like
way, not
very
all
bizarre
furries are
sex
sexualized
story.
either. I've actually met quite a
Golf
few
claps.
furries that they're not in it for the sex side of it. They're in it for
No,
the
there's
furry side.
actually more furries that aren't
Right.
than
Yeah.
there are. It is a fetish, but everything's a fetish.
Right.
But that doesn't
But-
mean it's sexual.
Most furries actually are like mascots type of a furry.
Right.
They just enjoy
They're
bringing
about
the
the
fun.
character. They're not about the sexualized side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that really made me think of a bad like sex story.
Well, when they're round and pungent enough.
Like I said. Oh my gosh. Golf
I
claps.
ordered a laptop stand last night so I can stop putting other stuff underneath my laptop, bring you guys up to actual eyeball level.
Nice.
I actually built a table to put on my desk. I used an old wooden chessboard and little legs from an ottoman. It's really pretty actually. And then I have a little razor that I had. So when I did use my computer like that, I have it. But now I have it's like a stand, but you clamp it on or drill it to the thing. So I can have both a laptop and a screen suspended just above the
Whoa, Amazon added a new button. What does that do?
New button.
Yeah, they have a new little chat button. So let me pull it up really quick.
So for friends, can we chat on Amazon?
That would be neat.
That'd
So
be
if
nice
anybody
because it'd
really
be
loves
easier
me
to
and
share
wants to make
links.
me happy, you can go to my wish list and get me the maroon rubber bands that I've been desperately waiting.
That's the one that I ordered, so it'll
That's
stand up
exactly
more
like
often.
mine.
Yeah, I was gonna get it
That's
from Walmart,
nice.
but they didn't have it in stock in the store, and I didn't want to wait for them to take a week to ship
I
it to me.
don't,
Yeah.
and I don't like they have the plastic ones that have almost like Z-shaped things, and
Mhm.
all the joints move. Hate
Yeah.
those. Hate them because you can never find the center of gravity with them.
Well, that one will be here just in time for Wednesday for the makeup table. So I'll be able to take all of the palettes that I currently have stacked underneath of the laptop and put them back where they belong.
I would have
actually
to
need
raise
to
my
redo my
laptop
chat.
like 1.5 feet to get it to where I need it to be.
I had a book of 3,000 spells, which is like this thick.
Right.
I had a dictionary, and I had a dragon manual under mine for the longest time. It was good, almost foot up.
Like I've got a good stack that's this far underneath of the laptop right now.
Thank you. I love sneezing. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I don't know why, but I do enjoy it.
Oh, I
smell
sneeze.
marigolds and honey when I sneeze. I don't know why.
Somebody
tells me because I have jacked up sinuses. Yeah.
Usually, if you smell something after you sneeze, it's either in actually what the air smells like, or it's because your sinuses are just
But
fucked.
like my whole life, it's always smelled like.
You got
honey
fucked off sinuses then.
Yep.
I smell something awful, horrible, and putrid every time my ex sneezed.
Well, he probably had rotten stuff in his
Well,
face.
I mean,
He did.
it just
He still does.
Just so happens to
Gross.
be. Yeah.
Ew, gross. Ew.
Ew. Ew.
He might have had a rotten tooth or something.
He had a mouthful of them.
That would be
Justin's are the point where they started falling out, and we actually just had, well, not just, a couple years ago, he barely has any molars left whatsoever, because that's what happens when you don't brush your teeth, kids.
Yeah, I don't have a molar. They popped it out.
Mm-hmm.
The lead up to it was worse than actually getting it popped out.
Right.
Usually.
And
like
also,
getting
I'm
pierced.
resistant to the Novocaine, so they have to do
Oh,
it.
fun.
So
Yeah.
am I. And you're like, oh, that hurts. And they're like,
Mhm.
no,
And they're like, no, it
it
doesn't. I'm like, well, I'm gonna come out of this chair in a minute.
It's just pressure. Oh, you want to
Yeah,
see
that
pressure?
happened. I went to the
I'll
ER
show
one
you
time and they
pressure.
were cutting an abscess out of my leg, and I'm like, that hurts. They're like, no, you can't feel it. Bitch, I know what I can feel, and I have a very high pain tolerance.
Yeah. And if I'm
too.
saying that, well, the other thing is, well, you don't seem distressed. I have a high pain tolerance, and I'm also very calm under these situations.
Yeah.
I'll freak out later. Watch. This is a learned behavior, okay?
Dude, here's the thing. Like, I will take any other kind of pain over any kind of mouth pain whatsoever, any day of the week. Because
Now, the only thing that was worse than mouth pain for me was the gallbladder.
I don't have gallbladder
That
issues.
was the worst ever.
Yeah, I've
But
heard that's the worst. The
I
kidney stone
teeth
was awful.
24 hours, 7 days a week because of my wisdom teeth that my parents never had removed and I never had removed. And there's way too many in my head because both of my parents were genetically freaks. So, I took on all of their wisdom teeth.
Exciting.
So there's going to be a dislocation of the jaw. They're going to have to they're literally going to have to snake mouth me, and then they're going to have to wire it back shut. 41 years old, and I'm just going to keep these motherfuckers in my head and teeth until the day I die because I'm not having these bitches taken out.
I had a friend who she played oboe semi-professionally.
Mm-hmm.
She was actually an engineer, but she played with the Florida Orchestra and stuff like that, the oboe.
Right.
But she had a messed up jaw that they really needed to break and reset.
Mm-hmm.
And she was worried that when she had it done, she wouldn't be able to play anymore because double reed is a very specific armature and it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd been playing so long, and so finally, when she graduated college and was fully an engineer, which is cool because if you're a female engineer, you're gonna get a job.
Yeah.
Because there are not many of you out there, and they need to fill that position. They need to have the token girl.
Right.
in the office. So even though she was really smart and good at what she did, but she finally had it done, and she looked so different afterwards. After it healed, because you move the jaw, that meant that your whole face shape changes.
Mm-hmm.
But she could still play her oboe, which I thought was really cool.
No,
and even the doctor said you might have trouble with that because
I've inadvertently had my jaw dislocated before, and I'll still take that pain over tooth pain any day of the fucking week. Because you can pop that back in. You can't just get rid of tooth pain. No matter how much Motrin and Tylenol you take, no matter how many narcotics you take, it doesn't matter. I had a root canal. Sorry, my brain wouldn't process the words. When I was 25 years old because of my facial piercings. And the most amazing feeling was when the procedure was done. And I got through the antibiotics because you have to take antibiotics afterwards. And like my face was the size of a football, but I didn't have that tooth pain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was relief.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will legitimately birth a child again before I fucking deal with tooth pain ever again.
Yeah. If you had that choice.
Yeah.
The other thing is stitches in my mouth.
Oh, that would drive me insane.
I mess with,
when I had my wisdom teeth pulled,
mess with stuff.
They did it. I cut mine out with a big pair of scissors myself and a pair of tweezers because I couldn't stand it.
Right.
And I couldn't eat for like a week. I was like, I can't. So I cut them out myself.
You can't suck through a straw. You can't suck any this is a no-go. Smoking is a no-go. Sucking through a straw. You have to watch what foods you eat. Like it's just stupid. Or else
but
you're
as
gonna
soon
get
as I got
those,
as soon as I took those stitches out, I was so hungry and I wanted a McDonald's cheeseburger, just a regular old cheeseburger, just a little cheeseburger. Oh, that was the best.
McDonald's puts
ever.
crack in their cheeseburgers because
all American meal.
I get that there is something about a fucking like a McDouble or just like a plain cheeseburger.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, and you're not gonna like it.
I don't tell me what onions. No, I don't put onions on them.
Mm-mm.
I get them with
sugar in the ketchup.
Well, there's sugar in every kind of ketchup.
No,
sugar-free ketchup.
McDonald's has the highest sugar content in their ketchup.
Oh, do they?
They do it on purpose.
No, I think it's something about for me, it's the actual burger because it's got almost the perfect amount of grease on it, unless it's got too much. There's something about the salt and the grease that makes me go, oh God.
McDonald's and McDonald's Coke is the best because they actually made the straw was actually made specifically for Coca-Cola. So you get the right.
I thought it was because they store it in specific containers that other companies don't get from Coca-Cola.
Nope. It has everything to do with the straw. There was like scientific research.
I'm the same way, Chrissy. I didn't start feeling my contractions until they were spiking off the charts, and I was like, oh, I'm contracting.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Chrissy. That's what my mom like always stresses that to me. If you feel anything, it's bad.
See, and here's the thing:
like
if
it's
I wake
really
up
bad.
and
If
I'm
you're
not
feeling it, it's bad.
Well, yeah, and if I wake up and I'm not in some kind of pain, that means something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Because I've dealt with chronic pain for so long. If I wake up and I don't feel pain, or I don't have something that's like, like something's wrong. Like I get really weird when I have to take like pain medication, like narcotic pain medication, because you get to that point where you're like, oh, I can actually move. I can do this. I can do that. And then I trip out because I'm like, why don't I hurt? I'm supposed to hurt right now, and I don't.
I refuse to take narcotics and stuff because I remember when I got my gallbladder out, I was sitting on the couch after I took my first round of pain meds when I got home. And I was like, this is too good. This is too good, and I can't continue taking these because if I do, I'm going to get addicted. So I was like, nope, I'm good.
I'm a green bean personally. So, like, if I'm in excruciating amounts of pain or the kid's not playing a sport, then you walk into the house, you know somebody's been smoking in the house. But, and I won't do it when there's a whole, like,
you have your rules.
Yes, I do follow very specific rules because of the child being in the house. But, like, I'll take that over narcotic meds. Or if I can't do that, there's a mix of Tylenol and Motrin that you can take together that it's the same as a narcotic, but it doesn't have the narcotic high quality. So it takes the pain relief away, or it gives you the pain relief, but it doesn't give you the head high.
You can get like 500 milligrams of Tylenol every 4 hours. And
over the course, you can take 2,000 milligrams of each a day in 24 hours.
Right.
Before your body starts to go,
and what you do is you take every 2 hours, you switch off each one.
I don't do
that. Basically what will happen if you do that, what will happen is they'll fade into each other. And because it's a different
with my daughter when she had
your
a fever.
body. Yeah.
So what I do
is
I take 800 milligrams of Motrin and 500 milligrams of acetaminophen. So it's the same as taking a 5-3-25 Norco or Vicodin when they still had Vicodin on the market. And anything above that, you just up the dosage on it because.
And I just don't know why they don't have Demerol anymore. I think that's.
I don't know, but that's the shit that my mom took. That was my dad's. That was what they gave him for pain that she took, and that's the reason why he was an alcoholic. Because those giant pink fucking pills.
They're non-narcotic.
I understand that, but
I'm just
that's
saying
what she would
it
take.
was like, and they work.
They did. They very well did. And then she got introduced to Darvon, and it was just a fucked off show. Yeah, it was a shit show from there. So,
I never touched that.
She loved it, but
you can't be around green bean.
Dane.
What?
It's the plant version of the gummies, is what I'm talking about. He can't be around. He can't be around green because he's got a CDL, so he gets piss tested.
Oh, okay. I did not know what green bean was. We're talking
is jelly bean,
right?
Oh.
No, green beans. Green. 420.
We get
elevated medication. Yeah,
I'm saying I can't be around green bean.
Oh,
I don't know.
Jelly Bean saw that in a documentary. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't drink Coke.
Because their syrup is delivered in stainless steel and then they mix it in the machine, whereas everyone else gets it pre-mixed.
Am I the only one that thinks that high C tastes like plastic?
No, it does.
Okay.
They used to have an orange drink that was just McDonald's, and that was like, we called it bug juice.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And then they switched to high C, and that does not taste anything like.
No, to me it tastes like plastic. Like I don't understand it.
It's rude.
Justin loves it. I'm like, so you like the taste of plastic?
Now their lemonade, however, is good.
Their Dr. Pepper is super sweet, and that's what I drink when I go there. Is their Dr. Pepper.
I put half lemonade, half Sprite.
Not a big Sprite fan. It's not.
I just like my lemonade to be bubbly.
I love Sprite.
And then when Sierra Mist came out, I'm like, that's not Sprite.
Oh, that has a weird taste.
It does. It's got like
Sierra Mist. It's got like aspartame or something in it, doesn't it?
Aspartame. Yeah,
aspartame. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm extremely allergic, so that's why I didn't like it.
Well, I've got the aspartame allergy, but not only that, it leaves a weird coating in your mouth.
Aspartame it's does. Like
I also say aluminium sometimes. So, Nana,
what is that? What is that?
Aluminium.
No.
What is it?
It's a battery.
Oh.
Think about how she would say it.
Battery.
There you go.
Battery.
It's a battery. Bloody O. Bloody O. I miss her. She was great. She was I have her name. So she was also Valerie.
Aww.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is okay. So when I showed the plugs that Trish sent me, one of my favorite mother-in-laws, because I've had multiples, loved penguins, and her name was Valerie. And the funny thing is Vixie looks like her.
Oh.
So like I'm consistently surrounded by my former mother-in-law that was the best out of all of them.
I usually remind somebody of somebody. Like everybody I know is like, you kind of look like somebody I knew back. I get that all the time. When I was in high school, I met this girl. She looked like me, only grungy.
Oh.
She like had greasy hair and like she didn't have a lot of upkeep, but she was sweet as anything. Her name was Amber, and we talked one day. We were talking, and I went home, and my mom did the whole how was your day? And I said, I met my twin. You didn't tell me I had a twin. She goes, really? I said, yeah, her name is Amber, and then I said her last name, which I won't hear just in case. And she goes, honey, that's your third cousin. You guys were actually in the hospital together with measles when you had German measles when you were 1 year old. And they almost switched you guys on accident because we look so much alike, which is funny because she's my mom's side of the family and I look more like my dad's side of the family.
I can see that, Dane.
So that was just weird.
Chrissy did say that everyone goes into high alert if she feels anything besides the normal because of her cerebral palsy. That usually has certain parts numb, but she does have chronic pain, and it's just part of life. And trust and believe, I understand chronic pain. Like, we all legitimately understand it. At some point in our lives, we all end up having it because our bodies start deteriorating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Dane, I can see that, actually. You do kind of look like Woody Harrelson.
He does.
You have not like exact copy, but I can you could definitely cosplay him.
Yeah.
A little bit of chiseling on the makeup and right spot on.
My wrist wants to pop so bad, but it won't.
Oh, I hate that.
It's because of the carpal tunnel.
Oh, I got a hair sliver. It's been years.
Oh, you got
I got
a hair
one last
splinter?
night. I did in my shoulder blade.
Oh!
I'm like,
No.
honey,
That
what
was
is on my shoulder? Did I get a bug bite or something? He goes, it's like a sliver. And I said, what kind of sliver? Like a piece of glass? I'm like, it's a gray hair.
I actually have the weirdest hair grows out of my body. It's like this, it feels like plastic. I call it my wing. And it's like this clear, weird plastic feeling hair that grows out of my back.
That's a gray hair.
No, it's clear. But
yeah.
It's
I've
weird.
got 3 of them.
It's like hollow and it feels kind of like the stem of a wing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's either my demon or my angel wing coming out. I can't figure it out. But like, it only shows up every so often and I'll feel it and I'm like, somebody's got to yank this out. And I haven't had it and it's probably.
That's Jelly Bean. That's the audio I used when I did my hair cutting video, when I cut my braids off. Just needs a little shaping.
And needs your variable.
I've been told my entire life I look like fucking Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, I've been compared to her, Bette Midler.
I look like Rosie, but I sound like fucking Roseanne.
Cameron Manheim? Is that how you say her name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Manheim.
No one ever
I her a lot.
I look like anybody. Which is cool.
I changed my profile picture on Facebook at one point to Melissa McCarthy because that was like a thing everybody was doing, like your celebrity lookalike. And my mom asked when I took that picture. She thought it was me.
Back in the MySpace days, there was a model.
Because I used to have red hair.
She was a gothic industrial model, and she was very as pale as I am, and she was wearing a very awesome white dreaded wig, and she had this really awesome makeup. And I put her up as my profile picture, and everybody thought that that was me. Because on MySpace days, you never used your own real face as your profile picture.
Yeah.
I was on MySpace for all of like 12 weeks.
Dude, I was on MySpace
maybe less. It might have been less than that. Like
me too, Cherry.
And
I finally was able to get back into mine and get my pictures.
I can't. I have like 12 different MySpace accounts, and I can't remember any of the email addresses for them. Or the phone numbers that were associated with them for that fact.
Zanga. I had Zanga for a little
Sorry,
while.
Vixie, what were you saying?
I can't remember. Oh, MySpace. Some 12-year-old told me how I was supposed to live my life, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
I wouldn't get on Facebook. I refused for the longest time. I was
Me
like,
too.
I'm not getting on there. I don't want to play Farmville with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, everybody played Farmville though.
I did not. I
played Pet Society.
And I let everything die.
I played Neopets.
Yeah.
Which is similar to Pet Society.
Well, at this point, I mean, the only thing Facebook is good
I could
for
totally
is
see that,
memes.
Chrissy.
Memes and being sad about the news.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't. Nope.
I have a lot of
There's
family
a
on there.
whole
That's like
news
pretty much the
tab,
only way
and I'm
I
like,
ever see anything
right.
about them. And
No,
I
I
don't even get on
swear,
there
if
very
I
often.
see one more motherfucking person put on there brighten my day with whatever picture, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Yeah.
I got off there 4 years ago now, I think. I was like,
But
I'm done.
it's been the best 4 years of your fucking life too.
I hated Facebook.
I get on there like once a month or so.
I get
It's
on
kind
there
of
to
freaky.
find memes to turn into TikTok audios, and I
Well,
move
and I
about my
was
day.
gonna start a new one. Because of what we're doing now.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Right.
gonna start a new one. And it won't let me. It won't let me with this name or my legal name. Because they don't
I have
exist.
two.
They're not real. And I'm like, we need a real name, is what it keeps saying.
They let me use Cherry Bomb Pop, and they know it's not a real fucking
Assholes.
name.
Assholes.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And I'm like, I'm done.
They also let me use the name that I have for my personal profile, because Cherry Bomb Pop is actually what I use for TikTok and all of my social medias.
Mm-hmm.
So like that Facebook is specifically for that.
I think it's because Vixen is flagged as like a sexual thing.
right.
Yeah.
Like, well, I got shit. I had Vixen Little Paw on my likey for 2 years, and all of a sudden nobody could
Search you.
look me up, search me
Yeah.
up. If they put my name in there, I would not come up
Nope.
on the search. And TikTok tried to do that to me a month ago, and I put a period between the two names,
Yeah.
What's wrong?
and now it's fine. Stuff. I'll post that just for you, Cherry.
What?
So hubby does all this stuff on Facebook. Yeah, hubby started a fan page for me.
Yeah.
So if somebody needs to find me on Facebook, they can. They have to talk
Apparently
to
in
hubby
2018 the world was supposed to end because I posted 3 years ago.
first. Yeah.
Well, if the world ended today, I slept through it apparently. Guess I'll catch it next time.
Mhm. Wasn't that the end of the Mayan calendar?
No, that was
No, that was
2012.
December. Yeah, that was December of 2012.
Mm. I don't know. I don't pay that close of attention. So
Yeah, by the way,
The world's always ending.
yeah, every generation thinks they're going to be the last. We did. We're all in hell. Brent. This is purgatory.
This is 2 years ago at Target, if you can see it.
A little bit. It's hard.
I'm wearing one of the unicorn heads from
Oh, is
Target.
that what that
I
is?
loved those things. Yeah.
It was so weird.
Post it.
They had the big masks that are like almost like furry masks, and they had
Mhm.
a fox one at Target, and I put it on and I had to take it right off. I am not claustrophobic, but something to do, I think it was the smell of whatever they used to make it, freaked me out. I had to like take it right off. And I
Yeah.
was like, this sucks. Because I was going to get it and like wear a sexy little black dress with it, you know, kind of thing. I thought it would be cute.
Cherry's not frozen.
Yeah.
She's looking for something.
I
She's
was-
looking.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn Wi-Fi. I'm calling the fucking company tomorrow and I'm raising a shitstorm. This is bullshit. Legitimately every day since Friday?
Mm.
Was it Friday I didn't have internet? Or was
Yeah.
it Thursday? Well, every
It was
day since
Friday.
that's fucking happened, I've fucking dropped Wi-Fi at least twice a show. And it's pissing me off. However, look at how cute I am.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, you're so cute.
I just go back from my memories sometimes, that's all. So I can delete the ones that I don't want to remember.
Too funny. All right, everybody. In the description below, it is that time. In the description below are links to all of our social medias. There's also a link to Planet Flipside Market, and that's where you can get some great merch. Please go support the channel. We'd appreciate it. You deserve something
Yeah.
lovely. Look at that lovely thing. It's so awesome. It's all awesome.
Yeah, and Stan.
There's also Doll's House Etsy shop. If you take that link, you'll get an automatic discount. Demand handmade items by people here in Planet Flipside. And you again be supporting the channel. Our friend Kendra Lash has kendralash.com. She is an upcycle artist. She creates wearable art, as you saw earlier. Pardon me.
Yeah.
And you can use Vixie Squad, all lowercase, for 20% off your purchase today. Then we have Mashika Creations. She does resin art. She has a few things that are already pre-done, but she does a lot of
there is some stuff
work
that I was talking to her about last night. Like she's gonna start taking the color changing resin away because it's just not selling. So
and she made this. I'm gonna be wearing this for one of my characters, my Snow White's descendant. And her stuff is just absolutely gorgeous. So check her out. You can use. Do you want to say it?
Yeah, I was waiting for the use the code.
Use the code.
Cherry Bomb Pop!
All capital letters to get 20% off your purchase there. We have a Discord server. It's called Vixie Squad Coffeehouse. It's down there below. All you have to do is click the link and it'll tell you what to do. Vixie Squad Coffeehouse is for Vixie Squad friends, family, and fans to get together and support each other. It's also a great place if you want to be on one of these shows. That's where you need to be. If you want to know when special pop-up shows happen, if you want to know who's going to be interviewed next before everybody else, any special
an interview
things.
for next weekend, but you didn't say who.
Well, that's not confirmed yet that I know of.
And no, I don't think we do. So we'll probably be voting on what we're doing.
I just automatically think that we need to play Cards Against Humanity because
I was just going to say, I think
it's
time for Cards Against Humanity.
I really need that music in my life. I just need the music.
I just need me to
and poor Dobby's little magical asshole.
That's going to be an ongoing thing. I'm probably going to have to make a shirt at some point. So
I'd buy it.
I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll see. I get a tablet soon, so we'll see what happens. Also, speaking of such things, we are getting closer and closer to 500. When we get 500 subscriptions, we will start 4 weeks of chances for you to win the loot box. The loot box is starting to overflow. We have a headband made, custom.
We're 155 away, guys.
Lemons and leaves, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. If you want to play a pixie or a mushroom fairy or something like that,
or just walk around with it on your head because it's fucking amazing.
It is. Disney Mama sent that to us, and she has an Etsy store, which, if you ask me, I could probably find the link for. I can't remember. And Mashika Creations brings stuff.
That's one of the boxes. It's underneath of the laptop right now.
Yep. And Kendra has already put some stuff in there. The pair of red ears that are like these that I have, there's a pair of those in there. This palette is in there.
Not that specific one. There's a new one in there, guys.
Yeah, one that hasn't hit pan on almost every one of them.
Yeah, it's brand new.
There's gonna be a rabbit in there. There's gonna be
my gosh, there's so much
makeup
stuff.
brush cleaner in there.
I'm gonna make some snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spike
Plates make snakes.
There's gonna be stickers. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff in there.
I can send
I'm telling you, if nothing else, this would be a great loot box to do all your grocery all your
shopping.
Christmas shopping at one fall swoop.
Yeah, because I brought
telling you.
It was sometime yesterday. I think it was during the morning show yesterday where we were talking about that, and I was like, well, I'm putting this makeup brush cleaner in there, and if you get it and you don't use makeup, give it to somebody else who does their makeup. Yep. You can always use these as regifts if you don't think that you're personally going to use them. And we are absolutely not offended about that. We actually encourage that because it'll get the product out to somebody who's going to use it.
And one of the rules, which I'll be posting as soon as it starts, I have the rules already written, is you have to be 18 or over because we're an 18 plus show. So if you're not over 18, you're technically not even supposed to be watching. And you have to be willing to give me your address. If you win and don't give me, well, I don't care whose address you give me, but give me somebody's address to send it to, then I'm not getting it to you because I'm not going to play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego with you. I just don't have the fucking time.
Right.
We've actually been through that before with somebody.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, we're done. I just separate stuff and start giving it to people.
Dane says he wants to put it on it. He wants to put some kind of decal in for it, but
that's
he needs
awesome.
Ideas.
Send me anything. You have my address and phone number. So if you need me, let me know. So tell your friends.
We're 155 away, guys. Come on. We can do this.
What do we got? Oh.
We're at 345.
Yeah.
Hubby just put something up here. Let me see what it is. Oh.
Is that the design?
We're working on this one. But I like it.
Needs to be shorter though, because of the lip where it gets narrow
he knows.
At the bottom.
This is the first one.
But it looks really good.
He was playing with the curvature of the lip.
This is a work in progress that I just came up with about
great,
last half hour.
That's the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one I might be able to actually use on market. But we're having some specialty cups made up. They're 30-ounce cups. And as soon as I get the prototype in, I will be taking, if I'm happy with it, which I think I will be, but I will be taking pre-orders for those. And that'll be exciting. I'm excited about that because I really like the ideas that are being bounced around.
Also, just so you guys know, some of us actually have merch links in our own bios.
Yes.
Because, hello, I'm going to shamelessly plug my own merch.
Please.
Cherry Bomb Pop.
That's cute.
Where's the discount code, Cherry?
Love that.
Actually, it doesn't have a discount code because it's on Spreadshirt. But
they don't do
every
that.
once in a while they do 50. I said
I just wanted to be an asshole.
They do 15% off or something. Anyway, they send me emails. I never read the fuckers. Anyway, and my thing at this point is if anybody's gonna buy merch from my merch line, I'm gonna put that directly towards Planet Flipside. So
thank you.
You're welcome. It does. I've literally only made like $150 in 2 years. Okay, guys.
Well,
anything that I'm gonna get is gonna go towards Planet Flipside anyway.
What hoodie is that?
It's a t-shirt hoodie.
Oh, okay.
I love those.
And I love the material on it because I don't have to wear anything under it. Obviously, but there's no undershirt underneath of it. It's thin. It's really good for fall or
That's
cool.
what I was thinking.
It flows nice and it's got a little hoodie on it.
That would be like a winter hoodie for me.
Yeah,
for down here it would be.
We're here.
I could wear it 2 days of the year.
Hold on, don't let me choke myself. Jesus, this
I was
is
just
the
gonna
hood
say,
on it.
it's a deep hood. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a good shape of the hood.
Yeah, well, that was up over the ears. If I took all this
I know,
off,
but just
right.
This one's too big, I think.
So if any merch is actually bought and I get a payoff from it, it's just going to end up going into Planet Flipside, because at this point, I can send items that are put into giveaways and put into the Etsy shop, but I want to help too.
Yay, you're so sweet. All right, so Polite, do you have any words of wisdom?
If it makes you happy, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. So do whatever you want.
Jerry?
I need to go I need to pull out the trolls to cook chicken for dinner, because trolls taste like chicken, and love your fellow human, even if they're stupid, unless it's the drunk guy who was screaming randomly last night, as the neighbor does, because he's a fucking psycho. Unless it's that guy, because fuck that guy. Don't fuck that guy, really, because it's
jeez.
No,
don't
do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you guys so much. We are way over time. Anyway, Kaylee, bye!
Remember that people make time for what is important to them. We made time for you, and clearly you made time for us because you're here. So thank you. We really do appreciate it and enjoy hanging out with everybody.
Remember, we're all made up of the stuff of stars that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. If you need me, I'm just DM away. Catch you on Planet Flipside.
Bitches,
bye.
guys.
This was a snake.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.